This is not a video that I wanted to make. This is not something that I enjoy right now. For those of you who follow along, you might have seen that a couple of weeks ago I pinched a nerve in my neck and in my shoulder area. For the most part, it put me in a lot of pain, and I couldn't move my head side to side or up and down. As you can see now, I can. A lot of the pain has started to go away, but the problem that I'm having is that the entire right side of my left hand is still numb and tingly, and unfortunately I'm not medically cleared to compete as of this time. So I've had to call in to the office at Pride of Wrestling and explain that I will not be able to compete at the show. To all the POW fans, to all the other wrestlers on the card, to the management, I'm very sorry. I apologize. This was not my intention. My intention was to come in and give you every ounce of everything I have in an attempt to become the Pride of Wrestling champion. I take that title seriously. It is a title that I have strived for. It is a title that I have wanted. It is a title that I still want. But if I can't give you my all and the doctors won't clear me, unfortunately I will have to withdraw myself as the #1 contender for the Pride of Wrestling Championship. I wish Pride of Wrestling nothing but great success at this upcoming show. The POW Army, all of the fans, I hope you will still come out and support all of the amazing talent that is on the card. Unfortunately, I just will not be able to compete. I hope that I will be able to compete in the future for Pride of Wrestling and potentially just earn my way back up to becoming the #1 contender once again. For now, I'll see you down the road.
After the unfortunate news that we heard that Storm Thomas is not able to compete at Pro Wrestling 31, My Way or the Highway, the board of directors had decided who's going to take Storm Thomas' place. Earlier that night, there's going to be a match between two top contenders to the POW Championship, when the Hawaiian warrior, Kekoa, will face the authority, Taurus. Let's spice things up here. That's why that match, the victor of that match, will challenge Mike Orlando for the POW Championship later that night at the main event. We don't want to look for talent elsewhere when we have the top talent of Florida in POW. That's why I want to invite every one of you to come this February 10th at POW 31, My Way or the Highway, featuring WWE legend Savio Vega. See you there.
The amount of times that we've talked about it, manifested it. I mean, it's not just something to put on a t-shirt. It's not something that I just put on social media. It's something that I believe in. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is known. Pride of Wrestling and POW management have stated that now myself versus Eddie Taurus isn't just an ordinary match. It's not just another match on the card for the fans to enjoy. It is a fight for the winner to be the #1 contender for the POW Heavyweight Championship and to go on to face Mike Orlando that night. It is something that we have been talking about for months. I keep talking about how the job is not finished. Well, guess what? Ladies and gentlemen, fans of POW, February 10th, the job might just be completed.
How fortunate that the stars are aligned. How the heavens favor the bold, and no one's more bolder than the two most powerful men of all professional wrestling, the good doctor himself and the one and only Authority. Not even the keen intellect of the doctor, Eric Christopher himself, could have devised a much more natural plan than Storm Thomas all falling on his own sword, being hurt, his own body being obsolete and as insignificant as he is. He's no longer in contendership. is out the equation. How rich it is to be me, because now our plan has just been fast forwarded, and the title is just that much closer to my possession. This Saturday, I ascend. Only need one hurdle. Kekoa. You have the honor of meeting me face to face. You've been talking inside your lip, saying I betrayed all the POW army, how I betrayed the fans, how I betrayed everyone, even my own partner. But where were you when I was hurting him? Where were you when I was bashing his body relentlessly with chair after chair shots? Nowhere. Nowhere to be seen. Nothing. You did nothing. But now an opportunity has come to face me. And in the title, just that much closer. You think you have a shot? No. You're going to pay for the disrespect, but more so, you're going to be pushed to obscurity where you belong, because only the authority ascends. And you, Mike Orlando, you are the pride of Pride Wrestling. You are the fighting champion. You are the monster. But see, I am going to dissect you inch by inch. I'm going to end your little reign. I'm going to destroy everything about you. I'm going to snatch that pride from your soul, and I'm going to rip it apart. And when you drop down and you look up to me, as you have just lost that title, and you have to see you're better, you will have already bowed to my greatest, but more so, you have bowed to the authority. And nothing is more honorable than that.
When I got you, now there's mine on my feet. We don't speak, but we know what we say. Turn the lights, turn the lights, turn it up. Yeah, don't stop, we gotta save this feeling. Yes, I know it's just your game, but I love to be the one who gets played. Yeah, there I go, and I just fall again.
Get up off your feet! Yeah, get up! Right here!
Everyone will bow down.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking, and we're here at Pride of Wrestling's My Way or the Highway, on the road to Prideversary. And what a monumental opening contest we have. Two men fighting. Look at that. The good doctor, Dr. Eric Christopher, representing his client, the Authority Eddie Torres, going one-on-one with Kekoa for a shot at the Pride of Wrestling Championship here tonight. And joined by me is one, El Segundo. Soto, how you doing?
I'm doing fantastic, man. I mean, it's absolutely amazing to be back here with the Pride of Wrestling Army. And there's one thing you mentioned about this matchup right here. You can't forget that one of these men is going to be competing again later tonight. Whatever damage they're carrying from this match onto that next one, you're going to have to be thinking about every move, every step, because not only are you fighting for that opportunity, but you're putting your body again on the line later tonight. So you got to be thinking 2 steps ahead, 3 steps ahead on every single move. And that's what Kekoa is doing right here. Looks like he's staying 1 step ahead of Eddie Torres with a beautiful spinning back kick leading to a huge clothesline that takes the Authority off his feet.
Oh, Kekoa looking to take this one early. Hot starting the Authority, Eddie Torres. Eddie Torres trying to grab himself. Look at that. That's a smart maneuver right there.
Absolutely. I mean, you got to stay 1 step ahead, as we were talking about. Kekoa doing exactly that, taking the Authority off his feet again with a beautiful splash to the lower back, and I'm going for the cover. The Authority kicks out at 2, and I mean, it's hard when you take that kind of impact to the lower back. You're talking about one of the bases of the power, your core, getting taken away from you like that, and such a big, strong individual from Eddie Torres, what we've seen and known from him, all that power is getting taken away. Oh, but
all right, look at the good doctor right now, coming up with the remedy, but no! Kekoa spinning from the heavens on the outside to Eddie Torres. I don't like this guy. He didn't allow him to console his doctor before entering the ring. How could he?
And I mean, to be fair, Taurus should have done that beforehand. I mean, if he said he was ready for this match, that means he must have consulted his doctor beforehand.
Come on now, utilizing the apron now. Kekoa fighting so valiantly. And the people, come on now. What
Looks
do
like they want Eddie Torres to take it one more time.
Wait a minute. He has to speak to his doctor first. Oh, my goodness. That head crashing across the apron, cracking it in half. Oh, my goodness. Kekoa aiming for the fences.
If he didn't have to speak to his doctor before, he's definitely going to need to now. Kekoa taking the action back into the ring here, but it looks like the good doctor might have something to say about it. With a distraction,
goodness.
Eddie Torres with the huge drop kick that takes Kekoa down. That's stopping the momentum that Kekoa had built up.
Goes for the cover. Eddie looking to take it away. And that's that new mean streak I'm liking about Eddie. Ever since he dropped the dead weight that is Damian Angel, stabbing his best friend in the back for over 20 years, stabbing him in the back is exactly the things you need to do if you want to catapult to the top of Pride of Wrestling. And there's one man who knows better, and that's me, the Captain Aranova, former Pride of Wrestling champion. And Eddie looks like he's taking this road straight to the top tonight. My money's on Eddie Torres for tonight.
I mean, we're going to have to see. This crowd seems this crowd seems to be favoring Kekoa right now. I mean, this crowd is not happy with Eddie Torres, but at this moment, the crowd doesn't really matter because Eddie Torres is locked in and he has his eyes set on the Pride of Wrestling Championship. Oh, and a huge chop sounded like a gunshot off the chest of Kekoa.
I'm hearing rumblings on the stage right now. Eddie Torres going for the home run tonight. You got to hit hard for a guy like Kekoa, a man who's conditioned and experienced. Actually, both of these men, the experience they have together in this ring. Kekoa fighting from beneath now, sends him coast to coast. Eddie Torres well scouted up and over.
Oh, but Eddie caught him.
Oh, my goodness.
Power slam there from Taurus.
Shades of Dr. Death with that Oklahoma-like power slam. How is that a 2 count?
I really don't know how Kekoa managed to get that shoulder up. I mean, after taking a huge power slam like that with a huge man like Eddie Torres pinning you down, I mean, it's hard to kick out. But when you have championship intentions, championships on the line, you really can't just let yourself lie down and be a loser. You have to tap into the extra gas that you have in your tank. And that's what Kekoa is going to have to try to do here. But right now, Taurus firmly in the driver's seat.
Absolutely in the driver's seat. He came prepared. He has his doctor with him at ringside, and I know Kekoa is wishing he had a doctor himself. Oh my goodness. Shot to the midsection. And there goes the trade-off. Back and forth, the Authority and Kekoa. Look at that. See, you attack up. Eddie Torres wisely attacking below, but Kekoa. Oh my goodness.
Huge heads up there. Kekoa, House of Fire, taking Taurus off his feet. Chops to the body, one up to the head for good measure. And a huge flapjack. Kekoa's channeling his ancestry, channeling that Hawaiian energy into this moment right here. Is Kekoa going to go on to face Mike Orlando for the Pride of Wrestling Championship later tonight?
But no, Eddie Torres wisely scouted, but hold on, no, Kekoa.
And there's the experience with Kekoa. Is he going to get it?
With the roll-up, looking to steal one.
Super kick.
Taking Eddie Torres' head off now. The doctor looks furious. Look at it. The doctor doesn't know what to do.
Kekoa going to the high-risk district. Is this going to pay off for him?
High risk indeed from the heavens. Oh my goodness.
Taurus rolls out of the way.
Smartly rolling inwards. That is the veteran mentality. That is the newfound edge of Eddie Torres. That's exactly what you're going to need to beat a guy like Kekoa. And look at the doctor talking shop, look, he's educating the referee right now on how to properly
and what's Eddie Torres doing over here? Expose the turnbuckle behind the referee's back.
I didn't see anything. Oh! Huge Uranagi from the Authority.
That could be it.
And that does it.
And you were talking about the mean streak. You were talking about the renewed mean streak from the Authority, Eddie Taurus, and it shows right there, using that veteran experience from the help of the good doctor, his friend Eric Christopher, exposing that turnbuckle while he had the distraction and capitalizing off the victory. That is the veteran mentality. That means that Eddie Taurus is going to be moving on tonight to face Mike Orlando for the Pride of Wrestling Championship.